Welcome to another edition of Robot Wars Extreme Warriors on the new TNN. Last time you would have seen Conquering Clown devastate the opposition and make it through to the finals. Today you'll see the return of the Revolutionist. Also the return of Team Boats. Last time they had the Mad Cow. Today they're going to have the Psycho Chicken.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mick Foley.
Yeah! Woo! All right, welcome to Robot Wars Extreme Warriors on the new TNN. Today's contenders are taking it to the hilt as they battle for a spot in the Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Championship. It's a fight to the finish as 6 robots enter the arena and all but one will be eliminated. Today's winner will go on to face 7 other finalists for a chance to be named the champ. 3 finalists have already beaten their way to the top. Who will join them? Let's go to Carol in the pits and get the story.
Thanks, Mick. Hi, I'm Carol Groh, and the pressure is on down here in the pits. These Roboteers have put years of hard work into their robots, and in the arena, it can be over in seconds. That's the part I like the best. 6 teams are competing tonight, and only one will go through to the grand finale. That's what Robot Wars Extreme Warriors is all about.
That's right, Carol, and today we're going to see Psycho Chicken, Propellerhead, and Snookums fight it out. But first, the Revolutionists, the Gap, and Trackzilla. And as if that wasn't enough, they've got the housebots to contend with. Yeah, the Motley Corner Patrol Zone Marauders, exclusive only to Robot Wars. They are Matilda with her tusks and spinning flywheel. Dead Metal with his grinding disc and pincers. Shunt with a diamond edge axe and major pushing power. The awesome flame-throwing capability is Sergeant Bash. And last but not least, the big daddy of them all, Sir Kill-A-Lot, with its spinning lance and jaws of death. And to oversee and officiate the mayhem, RefBot.
Here with the Revolutionists. Great to see you back.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
What are you going to do this year to make it different?
The way I see it, coming in second is just the first loser. I said at the end of the last season that we were going to come in stronger, we're going to be faster, we're going to spin harder, and this is what you see right here, right now.
Okay.
Used to spin at a paltry 1,200 RPM. We've got it up to 1,500 now.
Wow.
Plus, I got these teeth on the outside. They weren't quite good enough last time. Now, this is the Annihilator tooth right here.
Now, in the last series, it was the tank that beat you out.
Tank? Hey, let me tell you something, man. You brought in the tanks last time. You came and you suppressed the revolution, but it will not happen this time. I told you we're stronger. I told you we're more powerful, and now we're looking for parts to fly.
I just arrived at the Gap, and I don't mean the mall. This is an impressive robot. Tell me about him.
Thank you. What we've got here is 200 pounds of serious fighting machine. We can lift up to 400 pounds, flip any robot in the house, as far as we need.
Show me how it lifts up a little
Right
bit.
like that.
Okay.
And that's only halfway.
Looks dangerous.
That'll work.
This is your first season. I
Yes,
hope you
it
guys
is.
do well.
Thank you.
This is Trackzilla. It's their first time at Robot Wars Extreme Warriors. Welcome. You excited about this competition?
I'm very excited to be here. It's our first time, and we hope to do a good show.
Well, your robot looks mean. Tell us about Trackzilla.
We have an arm that can lift up about 500 pounds.
That's good.
We have a lance that can spear into things with a carbide tip. We have the tracks that can handle almost any terrain and any angle.
So you're hoping to puncture a tire or take someone out?
Right, we go for the weak point. And if they're like a spinning or something like that, we try to get up under them, trying to flip them over.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Have fun.
All right.
Okay.
We're really excited.
Go get them.
Yeah.
Let the wars begin.
From Salem, Oregon, the Gap.
There's the Gap, in at 198 pounds, got 400 pounds of lifting power from that pneumatic lifting platform, 2 wheels, and he's never been tested in combat. Let's see how he does.
From Greensboro, North Carolina, Trackzilla.
And there's Trackzilla, looking sturdy at 189 pounds. He's got tracks, hence the name, and a tungsten carbide flipping arm and fang.
From Ormond Beach, Florida, the Revolutionist.
And there's the Revolutionist. The finalists from last year are 209 pounds. It'll get up to 1,300 RPM with teeth on the outside of that shell.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Team Logicon on the right for the Revolutionist and Team Innovation for Trackzilla on the left. And there's Team Creative Steel for the Gap. And the housebots joining us for this battle will be Sergeant Bash and his flamethrower in conjunction with the 616-pound fury of Sir Kilowatt.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we go. As the Revolutionist gets up to its 1,300 RPM speed, Trackzilla's got some real problems there as the Gap gets the lifting arm right underneath the Achilles heel of Trackzilla. Look at that. Great looking roll cage on the side of the Gap. I think he makes fences for a living. The Revolutionist comes in for a quick little tap just to make sure there's some movement going on. Look at the sparks come up. Boy, when the Revolutionist gets up to speed, there's no telling what'll happen. The Revolutionist doesn't look like he's spinning too much right now anymore. He's still got forward motion courtesy of Kilowatt, but he's got the movement still. Look at the damage on the side of him. And I'll tell you what, Trackzilla's not looking too healthy out there. That top lifting arm could have been a Shreemac or a self-righting mechanism, but he's not moving at all. And RefBot quick in with a countdown for the first victim of this round of Robot Wars. It doesn't seem like Trackzilla's going to make it too far. And unfortunately, everyone else doesn't seem to be doing that well either, but Trackzilla was the first to go down. And fortunately for the Gap and Revolutionist, they're going to limp through this one. Because only two can go through as the housebots come in and make the first victim pay the price. Revolutionist has got a bit of a spin left, but they're going to have to do some work in the pits for that next round. There's the jaws of death coming down from Sergeant Bash, and the audience wants Trackzilla to get all fired up, but not in a good way. They're saying, burn, burn, burn. Well, Trackzilla doesn't look too flammable, and those tracks are still working. Unfortunately, they're the wrong side up. As Kilowatt backs into Trackzilla and lines them up perfectly for the flip, and a little bit of air time, and still, poor Trackzilla ends up on its back. And let's take one more look at the most movement Trackzilla made in this whole round. Look at that, 8 feet of air, but no fighting. Back to the drawing board for them.
Well, all right, thank you. Jeez, talk about your devastation. Trackzilla just kind of flipped instantly, the Robotica equivalent of a one-punch knockout. We're going to find out just how they went about disassembling that robot so quickly. All right, now Trackzilla, I'm going to be honest with you. I was talking with the Gap earlier. Took a look at their robot, and I said, will that flipper really work all that well? Maybe you'd be best off answering that question for me.
It flipped extremely well.
Jeez, I mean, your robot looked great, but never really got out of the gates because it was just over so quickly. And you guys need to be proud. What do you think?
We did well. We were a little nervous heading into it. It was over a little quicker than we wanted it to be.
Why wouldn't you want it to be over quick?
Well, you know.
Why wouldn't you want to punish and humiliate your opponent?
That was it. We wanted to do it a little longer, but it flipped better than we thought it would.
You're sending out a clear message to whoever makes it into the next round. Unfortunately, you won't, but hey, you look good while you're out there, which unfortunately wasn't very long. But let's have a good round of applause for all these teams and for this guy with my signature. The Gap gets down and dirty in the opening minute of this battle, giving Trackzilla a ride into oblivion. Then the Gap does a dance of death with Sergeant Bash before he and the Revolutionist move on to round 2. We've got the next round 1 contest when we get back.